everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to the Tuesday, February the 4th, 2025 meeting of the Denton County Commissioners Court. We're glad to have you all here in attendance today. We also have people tuning in at home and at their office, so welcome. We're glad y'all could make time to watch our meeting today. At this time, I'd like to remind everybody to please turn off your cell phones as Teresa Swan, our aide to Commissioners Court, is coming forward. She's going to lead us in our invocation, and our pledges will be led by Eric Gildersleeve with County Administration. If you'll please stand.
Good morning. Dear Lord, we are thankful for this day that you have given us, for all its blessings, its many opportunities, and all the challenges. May we appreciate and use each day that comes to us, and we pray for your strength, guidance, and wisdom to guide us through each day's duties and each day's problems. May we be challenged to give our best always, and may we be assured of your presence with us. Amen.
Amen. Very nice.
Join me in the pledge to the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all. And to the Texas flag, I pledge the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
No, I don't claim it. Thank you, Teresa. That was very nice, and thank you, Eric. Got a couple folks registered for public comments under item 1. And let's go ahead and go to our first one, which is Brian Chase. Mr. Chase, if you'll come forward.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Commissioners. My name is Brian Chase. I'm a Vice President for Government Affairs for Bell Textron, Inc. And saw, of course, all of you down at our event in December where we opened up our new facility. But I really just wanted to come here this morning and thank you for your partnership in that new aerospace manufacturing facility down in the Alliance Corridor. The event itself, I think, was successful. Appreciate the governor's support. Appreciate your support in that event. I also want to just say a special thank you on the staff side to Rena Maloney. She was just an incredible partner for us as we were doing our site selection process, which took us to multiple states. And then ultimately, as we were kind of working out the actual agreements with the county. So just appreciate Rena's help as well. And I will say, although this project is going to be an important economic driver, it's going to create tremendous jobs and great economic opportunity for folks locally and regionally. Of more importance is what it's going to mean for our nation's warfighters, because what this aircraft will do that we are producing the parts for in that facility is going to really enable our warfighters to face an increasingly dangerous world that we face, as well as our allies. The factory that we have down there, once it comes online in the next few years, is going to build the drives and the blades for our next generation tilt rotor aircraft, which means it can take off vertically and then fly horizontally like a plane at turboprop speeds. And that is going to really be a huge enabler for the U.S. Army as they transform Army aviation. But right behind the Army, and they're going to be doing it to replace most of their Black Hawk fleet, which is thousands of aircraft. Right behind the U.S. Army is the U.S. Marine Corps. They have a strong interest in the program, and we are actively talking to many U.S. allies and partners around the world as well internationally. So there's a lot of interest in not just in the U.S. but abroad with our partners in this project. So this is going to be tremendous impact locally, but even more so nationally and internationally. And I really just wanted to say thank you very much for your support, and we look forward to staying in touch as the project evolves. So
Perfect. Thank you. Well, I want to echo your sentiments, and I want to thank all y'all's great partnership. It's going to be wonderful as hundreds of people are going to be employed right here in Denton County with this new technology y'all are rolling out. And just think about the products made here in the county and how they're going to be used around the world, which is very exciting as it protects American interests around the world. And so I want to thank you all for doing business here in Denton County. I want to also compliment Rena for all her excellence in shepherding everybody through that process. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Brian, I'd like to thank you for being a part of what's going to make America strong, peace through strength. And I'm so excited about what I'm hearing on these new assault helicopters. Is that the right term, perhaps?
It is. It is.
So thank you. We're so proud to have you here. Let us know if there's anything further we can do. And I compliment Rita as well. It's been a joy to work with her on this.
Thank you all very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you, sir. Next is Darlene Bryant. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, ma'am.
I'm here on behalf of Denton County Juvenile Detention, PTO, to discuss the PTO time.
There we go. There.
To
Good
discuss-
morning.
Good
Glad
morning.
to have you.
To discuss the PTO time for the bad weather days. We do get the PTO from Monday through Friday, but we don't get PTO time for the weekends. And we do have to be there on the weekends as staff. So that's my concern as PTO time. Because we have to risk our lives to get there on the weekends, so what's the difference? You know, I'm just saying.
Okay. The policy has not changed, and so if you're asking for PTO times for hours not worked, if you weren't scheduled, then you would not be eligible for that accrual. But we'll be happy to talk to you about that offline.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thank you.
We appreciate what y'all do. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Sure.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank y'all for being here. All right. We'll go ahead and proceed to item number 2, which is our consent agenda. Members, are there any items you'd like to pull off the consent agenda? Do we have a motion for approval? We have a motion for approval by Commissioner Falconer.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Williams. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Our consent agenda today consists of item 2A, which is approval of the order making appointments and any appropriate action. And Roz, are we ready for item 3A, or we'll proceed for it? I don't see Peggy here. Let's go ahead and go to item 4A, which is a public hearing for Tuesday, February the 4th, 2025, for the approval of the Burns Branch Estates Phase 3 replat. This is lots 14R and 15R. This is 11.250 acres located in Commissioner Precinct 40. We have a motion to open the public hearing. Motion by Commissioner Edmondson, second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. We are in a public hearing. Is there anyone in attendance wishing to speak in favor of or opposed to the Burns Branch Estates Phase 3 replat? Is there anyone in attendance wishing to speak in favor of or opposed to the Burns Branch Estates Phase 3 replat? Hearing none, do we have a motion to close the public hearing? Motion by Commissioner Edmondson, second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
We'll move to take this.
We have a motion by Commissioner Edmondson in the affirmative, second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next, let's go to item 5A, approval of the bill report. Payments from CSCD, Community Corrections, TAIP, Sheriff's Training, Sheriff's Forfeiture, VIT interest, and DA forfeiture funds are presented for recording purposes only. Good morning.
Morning. There are no changes this week. Recommend to approve as presented.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Do we have a motion? Motion by Commissioner Mitchell. Second by Commissioner Edmondson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is item 6A, approval of specifications of authority to advertise RFP 242839, transportation of human remains and appointment of evaluation committee to include Jennifer Hernandez, Chief Forensic Death Investigator, Bob Murphy, Investigative Clerk, Public Health, and Matt Richardson, the Health Department Director. Any appropriate action?
I'll move approval.
Motion by Commissioner Edmondson, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is item 6B, approval to declare as surplus 4 Net Guardian 832 Gen 4 RTUs, remote telemetry units, to use as trade-in towards the purchase of 4 new Net Guardian 832 Generation X RTUs from Digital Prototype Systems Incorporated in the amount of $15,386.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Falconer. Second by Commissioner Edmondson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is item 7A, a report of miscellaneous equipment and software services presented for recording purposes only, and so there's no action on that. Let's go to item 7B, approval of the budget amendment request 100540 for the Technology Services Department to transfer $107,909 from countywide technology software services to technology capital for additional funding needed to fund Phase 3 storage equipment refresh project by expanding data storage capacity to sustain operations. Motion by Commissioner Edmondson. Second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next, let's go to item 7C, approval of budget amendment request 100550 for the creation of 4 new positions, and which is 1 assistant department supervisor, grade 10, and 1 senior clerk, grade 7, 1 deputy clerk 3, grade 6, and 1 deputy clerk 2, grade 5 for the tax assessor collector, including the transfer of funds from non-departmental unappropriate contingency, personnel contingency to various salary and line items in the amount of $208,166.
I move approval. These positions were in the budget,
Already in
so.
the budget. Yep, second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Mitchell, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank y'all for being here. Next is 8A, report from Human Resource regarding hiring actions of elected officials. This is presenting for recording purposes only. Mr. Hernandez.
Judge, Commissioners, good morning. We have 1 promotion in Constable Precinct 6, 2 new hires in the county clerk, 1 promotion in the county clerk, 1 promotion in the treasurer's office, 1 promotion in the district attorney's office, 1 promotion in the district clerk, 1 new hire in Justice of the Peace Precinct 2, 1 new hire in juvenile probation, 1 promotion in juvenile probation, 2 new hires in the sheriff's office, 1 new hire in the tax office, and 1 rehire in the tax office. That's it for this.
Perfect, good. Thank you, sir. Next is item 8B, approval of the 2025 PEBC budget. The chair will move for approval, and I will like to make a comment that this is actually a worst-case scenario because we are in the process of restructuring the PEBC, and that our financial impact may actually be less than this. So this was something that was previously adopted by the PEBC board, and we're bringing it forward, so the chair will move for approval. Second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is item 9A, approval of the Health and Human Services Commission WIC Grant Agreement, HHS 0015034000022, to provide funding for the Women, Infants, and Children WIC Nutrition Program for October the 1st, 2025 through September the 30th, 2030.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Falconer, second by Commissioner Edmondson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is item 12A, approval of the City of Dallas's notice of renewal extension for the 2022-2023 agency participation agreement with the Denton County Sheriff's Office for Dallas's grant-funded Internet Crimes Against Children, the ICAC program, beginning October the 1st, 2024 through September the 30th, 2025. We have a motion by Commissioner Mitchell, second by Commissioner Edmondson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Okay, Teresa, if you'll come forward. This is approval of the drawing of names for the 2024 grand jury to serve on the Denton County Salary Grievance Committee in any appropriate action. All right, this is a real high-tech operation.
It's impressive.
All right, so Susan Brim from Corinth.
Congratulations,
How
Susan.
many do you draw, Judge?
We got to do 9 and 9 alternates. And Gwendolyn Lawson of Denton. And then Siobhan Llewellyn from Little Elm. Charles Grisby of Carrollton.
There you go, Charles.
And Gayla Epson of Highland Village. Joseph Harbin of Louisville. And Esperanza Davis of Louisville. How many is that on the? 7. And then Kevin Menard of Denton. And this is our last, or this is our number 9. And then Timothy Orsburn of Little Elm. Now the alternates. The distinguished position of alternate. Timothy Puckett of Little Elm. Not Little Elm, folks. And then Dennis Albus of Haslett. I didn't think we had any residential in Haslett. And then Keith Brandall of Argyle. And Maya Aji of Carrollton. And Jonathan Haling of Roanoke. Terry Carney of Denton. I keep thinking someone's on the screen.
A lot of alternates.
There we go. And then Dana Deerenwater of Justin. How many more? Okay, Romero Martinez of Frisco. And then Kevin Farley of Louisville. Is that it? One more. Sarah Kahn of Little Elm.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations, you are on the
Salary grievance.
Salary Grievance Committee for this summer.
Judge, where do all those things originate?
The grand jury.
Yeah, they serve
The
grand jury.
So, all right, so that is, the chair will move for approval of the names that are drawn. Do we have a second? Second by Commissioner Edmondson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 13B, approval completion of required continuing education credits by Denton County District Clerk David Trantham for the calendar year 2024 as required by Section 51.605 of the Texas Government Code and any appropriate action.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion carries unanimously. We're going to pull.
Hey, David.
Yes.
Job.
We're going to pull item 13C. We'll pull 13C. Next, we'll go to 14A, approval of the agreement between the City of Denton and Denton County, providing for payment and use of the hotel occupancy tax revenue for the Denton County Office of History and Culture, in the amount of $296,200. The chair move for approval.
Second?
Second by Commissioner Falconer. I do want to publicly thank the City of Denton for their ongoing partnership with Denton County and our Office of History and Culture and our programming and the great work that we do here in the City of Denton and actually across the county. They've really helped us with the infrastructure over there at the historical park. Any other comments? All right, hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. We're going to pull 14B. No action today on 14B. Let's go to 14C. Approval of the interlocal cooperation agreement between Denton County, Texas and the City of Louisville, Texas for the McKenzie-Hembry project to provide engineering, right-of-way acquisition, utility relocations, inspections, and construction of Allen Street between Hembry Street and Lone Oak Street between McKenzie Street and the North Terminus, Hardy Street between McKenzie Street and Purnell Street, Willow Street between McKenzie Street and Purnell Street, Birch Street between Hembry Street and Sycamore Street, Ash Street between Hembry Street and Sycamore Street between Birch Street and Ash Street, with Denton County agreeing to contribute $1 million towards a satisfactory completion of the project, with funding to come from the McKenzie-Hembry Precinct 3, Trip 22, Auditor 9275849040.
Judge, I move approval. These are the streets that are in badly need of repair, and they were in the bond election with the $6.5 million request, and this $1 million is just to start it off with the right-of-way easement to get it started.
I'll second the motion. We have a motion by Commissioner Mitchell. The chair will second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. I'm glad we're getting to help that neighborhood. Next is 14D, approval of one, a temporary construction license, and two, the consent to easement structures between Denton County, Texas and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers for the Shady Shores Road project, whereby the temporary construction license grants Denton County a license for a laydown yard for staging of construction materials and equipment in conjunction with the Shady Shores Road improvements. for a term of 4 years ending on July the 8th, 2028, at a cost of $380, with funding to come from the Precinct 2 discretionary Trip 08 order line item 83752591010, and to be transferred to the Shady Shores Road order line item 837444910. The consent to easement structures grant Denton County permission to construct road improvements, including retaining wall, and to operate and maintain Shady Shores Road with no cost associated with the consent to easement structures in any appropriate action. This is Commissioner Precinct 2 and Precinct 3.
Now, can y'all afford that?
I'll move,
Precinct 2 and Precinct 3. Okay.
move approval.
I'll second.
We have a motion
There
by
we go.
Commissioner Precinct
I
2.
didn't want to step on Bobby and.
Since he's paying that $382.
All right, we have a
That's right.
motion by Commissioner Falconer and second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 14E, approval of amendment number 1 to the interlocal cooperation agreement between Denton County, Texas and the City of Corinth, Texas, to terminate the original ICA executed on July the 9th, 2024 for the West Shady Shores project between Fritz Lane and 500 feet west of Swisher Road, located in City of Corinth, Texas, and the City of Denton, Texas, and the town of Shady Shores, Texas, and any appropriate action.
Move approval.
There, second.
Motion by Commissioner Mitchell, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 14F, approval of the 2024-2025 interlocal cooperation agreements for fire protection and ambulance services between Denton County, Texas, and the City of Aubrey Fire Department, 2, City of Corinth Lake Cities Fire Department, 3, the City of Frisco Fire Department, 4, the City of Highland Village Fire Department, 5, Justin Volunteer Fire Department, 6, Crum Fire Department, 7, the City of Louisville, 8, the Town of Little Elm Fire Department, 9, the City of Oak Point Fire Department, 10, the Ponder Volunteer Fire Department, 11, the Town of Prosper Fire Department, 12, the City of Roanoke Fire Department, 13, the Sanger Fire Department, 14, the City of the Colony Fire Department, and 15, the Town of Trophy Club Fire Department. Motion by Commissioner Edmondson, second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Peggy, if you'll, let's go back to item 3A. This is a presentation of the Quakertown Park walking tour by the Denton County Office of History and Culture. We have our director here, Miss Peggy Riddle. Good morning, Peggy.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Sorry, I was
No,
a little
we're all
caught up
good.
in the rain and traffic this morning. Yes, thank you so much for letting us share the story of the Quakertown community and for preserving 2 of the Quakertown houses at our Denton County Historical Park. So on February 21st, our office is going to have a tour of Quakertown Park at the Denton Civic Center, and it's going to explain what businesses were located in Quakertown, some of our families that still are in our county, and then we're going to have a tour of our African American Museum at the Denton County Historical Park. Our curator of collections, Kim Cupid, who's researched Quakertown for many, many years, is going to lead the tour. I want to say that we offer things more. Sometimes you don't realize how much we do within the county and within our educating our community of our African American history. As you know, this is Black History Month, and we always try to highlight the accomplishments and achievements of our residents of African American heritage. We have a traveling museum presentation that we love to take to schools. It's about 45 minutes to an hour long. We also offer it to organizations. So your Rotaries, your Lions Club, we're available to come and talk to your members about the history of Quakertown. We also have on our Office of History and Culture website, part of the county's website, we have stories of African Americans in the county, and I'm really proud to say that Teresa's daughter, Erin, has just written the latest of Alfred Tennyson Miller, who was the first PhD candidate, African-American candidate for UNT. So y'all be sure to read that, Erin's first history blog for us.
Good.
But we have lots of other information on their Annie Head's rainwater from our Carrollton area. She's included in that. So I hope y'all will visit our blog and also reach out to us if you ever need us to do a program for any of your clubs or organizations. And yes, we are excited about our grant from the city of Denton.
Yes.
That is really going to help us this year in completing lots of projects.
That's right, absolutely. Any questions for Peggy?
That's great.
Say this is Black History Month, and I hope I'm alive when we can no longer have to pick out certain months or days for history, but we can all say American history, and I'm hoping I'm alive that we can all come together and recognize American history and include everyone.
Right.
You know, some people get left out is the reason why we have to pull out and say Black History or Hispanic Day and all this. I want to be able to include everyone with American history because we all make up this nation, this country, and I thank you, Peggy, for doing this because we do need to acknowledge people that have done work in the community. And if we did not have Black History Month, some of the people that have done work would not get acknowledged. So I'm looking forward to that day. So Lord, keep me alive a little while longer. Thank you,
Yes,
Peggy.
thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Thank you,
Thank you,
Commissioner.
Mayor.
Thanks.
All right,
Thank
thank you.
you.
Okay.
Yes. All right, let's go to our community updates. We'll start with Commissioner Williams. Go right ahead, please, sir.
Judge, I don't have anything for today.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Sounds good. Commissioner Falconer?
Thank you, Judge. We've got a couple of things. So in the colony, we have legal aid that will be February 7th, 10 a.m. at the library, and also Black History Month celebration on the 8th from 1 to 3 at the City Hall Annex. And then in Frisco, there's a few things. There's going to be a trick or trout. I assume that means you're going to be fishing for a trout. And that'll be on the 8th from 8 to 11. That's at the Warren Sports Complex. High tops and high heels. That will be at the Frisco Conference Center on the 8th from 2 to 3:30. That's a semi-formal dance for parents and kids. And then the annual Daddy-Daughter Dance, and that will be at also the Conference Center on the 8th from 4 to 9:30. And then in Carrollton, we have Sounds on the Square on the 7th, 5 to 7, downtown Carrollton. Jazz Stories, Black History and Word and Rhythm, that'll be at the Josie Ranch Library on the 8th from 11 to noon. And then the New Year celebration, which I think is the Lunar New Year, celebrating Chinese culture, that will be on the 9th from 2 to 4 at the Hebron and Josie Library. And that's all I've got.
Perfect, good. Thank you, Commissioner Mitchell.
I have on February 6th, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in Flower Mound, the Treach Family Life Center is going to be having a super chili party instead of a Super Bowl party, super chili party to support communities in school of North Texas. And then on February 7th at 5 to 8, the Kids Night at Jerome Cack Multi-Purpose Room, in Flower Mound. And Viter Income Tax Preparation in Louisville on February 6th at the library. Second Saturday Bird Walk, February 8th, 7:30 to 8:30 in Louisville at Layla. River Cur Cleanup, February 8th, also at Layla in Louisville. The grand opening for the John Ashman Fire Training Complex It's going to be February 10th at 4 p.m. and that the city of Louisville, town of Flower Mound, and the Holland Village are all participating in this fire training complex. All three cities will be using it. Also, the Tri-City Neighbor Summit, February 15th, Flower Mound, Louisville, and Holland Village, Capel will be having a summit in Louisville. So please govern yourself accordingly.
Very
I
good.
can't talk this morning, I'm sorry.
Coffee, it helps. Okay, Commissioner Edmondson.
Thank you, Judge. Well, in Denton, we're going to have citizen science, an overview, February 6th at 6 to 7 at the Emily Fowler Central Library. It says you can become a citizen scientist and learn how to do it during this hour. In Justin, we have a kids' movie night, Tangled, on February 7th at 5 to 6:30 at the Mary Emma Tate Community Library. Enjoy a free family movie with snacks provided. In Crum, we are going to have a community Cupid's Market, and it's going to be on McCart Street to support small businesses with handcrafted goods from local artisans. And while we're talking about Crum, let me just tell you all, fellow commissioners, that we were in Crum last night speaking to the city council about our fire protection plan. And afterwards, a lady came up to me who is their librarian, and she thanked us as a county for the way that we support the Crum Library, which I really appreciated. I explained to her how we made those decisions, and she was delightful, and she wanted me to thank you all for the support that we gave that library. In Roanoke, we have a family Valentine's dance on the 14th from 7 to 9 at the Rec Center, and at Trophy Club, we have the Carter Blood Care Town Blood Drive that's going to take place on Valentine's Day. I'd never thought about spending Valentine's Day quite that way, but that's an interesting concept, and we hope that there will be a lot of people signing up for that. Thank you, Judge.
Well, I'm glad Commissioner Mitchell mentioned a chili dinner this Thursday night, 'cause I think that's going to be a fun thing to help our communities and schools. So I plan to be there, so that'd be great. I want to give a big shout out to our Denton County employees and our work family for their blood donations they did last week. We exceeded the goal, and so I think that is wonderful. So kudos to our again, our members of our Denton County work family for rolling up their sleeves quite literally and helping to save lives. And we are having another Carter Blood Care blood donation in memory of Kathy O'Keefe, who was the founder of Winning the Fight. And we lost Kathy on New Year's Eve of this year, you may recall. And so on Friday, February the 28th, from 8 to 2 at the YMCA there in Flower Mound on Cross Timbers, we're going to be having another blood drive. And so we always need to have blood donations. So it's just a great habit to get into and a schedule to do that. But please get online. You can find it Carter Blood Care for Friday, February the 28th, in honor again of Kathy O'Keefe, founder of Winning the Fight. All right. And we have no action to go into for executive session today. So isn't that great? So I would like to remind the public that there'll be no Commissioners Court meeting on Tuesday, February the 18th. There'll be no Commissioners Court meeting that day. Members, are there any other items you want to mention today? All right, hearing none, we are adjourned. Thank you.